So in the first two videos, we have understood that we need to form agile team, and then group of agile teams are formed under the larger agile group called agile release train. Now how these agile team and agile release train work? Now in my examples, I might have told you that we have a system to be made and then we have a team which is working together, but we should not take that example that we are only creating these team for that particular system. As we discussed in the previous video, these are expected to be a long lasting team. So which means I form an agile team which will work together for a long term duration, and they will have a different type of requirements keeps coming and going. And similarly, a group of agile release trains group together in the form of agile release train, and they will also keep working together. Sometimes they are working on credit card billing system, sometimes they work on credit card customer relationship system, sometimes they work on something else. Usually these teams are aligned towards a business line. So we can say, okay, this team is supporting credit card business and we have multiple applications, multiple things keeps coming which will keep working under this particular team structure. Now how do we work? In this particular video, we are exploring the time boxing. We are exploring two types of time box: program increment, which is called PI, and the iteration, which you might be already knowing with the help of something called sprint in the Scrum. So we learn about these two time box and see how Scaled Agile Framework uses these two time box in order to get things delivered to the business at an incremental fashion. Now before we talk about time box, why do we need a time box? Our traditional way of working talks about, let's talk about a requirement and evaluate how much time it will take to deliver all these requirements. That's how we have been probably working in our past project oriented structure. In the agile ways of working, and true is for scaled agile ways of working, rather than thinking of a requirement and then finding out how much time it will take, we start thinking of boxing the time boxing. Okay, let's figure it out, what can we do in this much time duration. So rather than thinking of what all it will take in order to finish all the requirement, we need to prioritize the set of requirement which can be done in this particular time box. So in scaled agile, we have two types of time boxes. A higher level of time box or a larger time box is called program increment, a PI. So you can say the PI is a time box which is meant for the complete agile release train, ART. So agile release train collaborate together in order to get things done in a given PI. So duration for this PI, the time box for this PI could be 8 to 12 weeks. In general, we use 10 weeks as a default number. So we can say that in general the PI length could be a 10 weeks duration. So what this PI denotes? We can say this is a one relatively 10-week plan, do, study, act cycle, where the complete agile release train starting with their joint plan, they are doing joint execution, they are studying their joint result and they are acting on it and replanning with the next PI. So the whole agile release train comes together in order to plan their PI. So in a simplistic way, we can say the PI has a PI planning meeting, which means that all the participant of agile release train, say you have a 10 teams, all team members, team individual stakeholders are expected to participate. So they come up with a joint plan for a given PI. And then we execute that PI, and at the end of it we also reflect on how things went for the whole PI. So it's a complete learning and development and execution cycle for the full agile release train. Now you may be wondering, 10 weeks seems to be a long duration. We might need to divide this learning cycle into a shorter learning cycles, and that is what the second time box iteration means. So this whole PI, if I am taking it 10 week as a duration of the PI, is expected to be divided in 2 weeks iterations. Again, don't go into the size of my lines, but they are expected to be a same size, similar size, or you can say 2 weeks long, 5 iterations. So these iterations, the participant of the whole agile release train, you have multiple agile team. So each team is expected to work in the functioning of a 2 weeks plan, do, check, act cycle or a study cycle, where they pick up the PI objective from their PI planning meeting, but they incrementally develop it by using their team backlog. So here we are more focusing on understanding the time boxing, other things will come as we go along. So we have a larger time box of a PI, and then we are exploring the 2 weeks duration time box, which is called iteration. So inside the iteration, an individual agile team, which is a member of an agile release train, may apply their sprint planning meeting, they do a daily scrum, and at the end produce a increment of their work as per the discussion or a priority they received from a team backlog. So each team will function they will develop things incrementally on by applying 2 weeks long time box at a team level, and this way we will keep doing the development. So you can say we have a 4 iterations which are for a development space. We have a special iteration which is happening at the end, which is called innovation and planning iteration. We will learn about it towards the end of our video series, but yeah, that's a special iteration which is done towards the end of the PI. Now, in general, there will be some set of events which are happening at a group level, or you can say agile release train level, and there are some specific events and things are happening at an agile team levels. So you can say your scrum master, your product owner, your development team members are active in their team level things, but periodically your release train engineer may facilitate the events where scrum masters are participating, your product management may facilitate some events where product owners are participating. So there will be some kind of scrum, there could be a product owner specific scrum of scrum, there could be a general reflective scrum of scrum which is talking about what is happening in our overall development will also keeps happening during the incremental execution. You can say you may have a weekly events which are happening at a release train level. Similarly, you are having a demos at your team level, each iteration end is producing a demo. You may also have an integrated demo which is expected to happen at the end of every 2 weeks, which is called system demo. And as you have learned in the previous video about the system team may facilitate that integration and incremental demonstration of work. So this program increment, which is a 10-week duration, is a planning and execution time box. It has nothing much to do with releasing the value to the end customer. You can release value to the business, to the end customer, maybe every week, maybe every iteration, or may take few PIs before you want to release it. It is a pure business decision. So these time boxing boundaries are not necessarily aligned with your release boundary, but whenever we are doing work, we are doing the execution, and our planning cycle, our learning cycle is following this time boxing approach. And the plan which we are doing together for a whole PI is executed incrementally with the help of iterations. So I might have taken, as a small agile team, I might have taken a particular feature which I need to develop during my PI planning meeting. It may take multiple iterations before I can finish it, but I will implement it with the help of small user stories incrementally, and I will keep demonstrating the things which are working, and I will keep taking feedback with the help of my iteration reviews, and I will retrospect at an iteration level as well. So we need to understand these are the 2 time boxes which are applicable when we work in a scaled agile framework. I assume you might be already aware of iterations, but you need to just little bit more also create an awareness related to something called program increment, also known as PI.